seat for all the action.
From the sidelines
To the end zone.
It's the best high school football coverage in the Blue Ridge. This is Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed. Friday Night Blitz on the scene. We're in week 10 of the high school football season. Time now to look at our game of the week.
Now, the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
Our Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week features a River Ridge District battle from Bogle Stadium as the Christiansburg Blue Demons visiting the K-Spring Knights. Now, the Blue Demons have nearly a 1/10 of a point lead on the Knights for 4th in the Region 3D, 4th or higher, and you host a first-round playoff game. So to Bogle Stadium we go. First quarter action in Roanoke County. Things rocking and rolling in this ball game. Landon Altizer is going to hand it off to Cameron Parker. He fumbles the ball, and Christiansburg's Josiah Ratley recovers. Few plays later, the Blue Demons ball. Tanner Evans going to the air. J-Ron Thompson, touchdown in the zone. Christiansburg takes a 7-0 lead. 1:10 left in the quarter. Evans again, this time with his feet. Taking off, running hard. That is a 60-yard touchdown all the way to the house. Blue Demons go up 14-0. To the second quarter, Evans going back into the air. He's going to go deep. Again, it's Thompson in the zone. 21-0 Blue Demons, and Christiansburg holds off K-Spring tonight 24-14. Ryan Moy has more on the game from Bogle.
Well, the old quote, if there's a will, there's a way, and that rang true for the Christiansburg Blue Demons tonight right here at Bogle Stadium, who were able to come out with a very crafty win against the Cave Spring Knights.
Yeah, and it feels really good. I mean, we had a lot of adversity this week. We had a lot of guys playing some new positions. We were a little banged up this week. I know everybody is this time of year, but we've been fortunate with injuries, and we were able to withstand that this week. We're really proud of our kids coming down and battling, winning a game on the road against a very, very physical, scrappy Cave Spring team. So we're very proud of them.
Well, they told me this at the beginning of the week that I'd be playing quarterback. Another change, and I just knew I had to do what I could for the team. This win definitely took all of the team, and people had to fill roles that they haven't fit in this year and have to be ready for Pulaski next week.
We've lost to some good football teams and played them very, very tough in one-score games. So we know we're going to be a tough out for anybody if we continue to work and battle, and if we can stay healthy and get some guys back, we're going to be a tough out.
Well, it was definitely a valiant effort by the Knights trying to come back, especially after losing starting quarterback Landon Altizer due to injury in the latter half of the third quarter, but it just wouldn't be enough. The Blue Demons come away with this one. They are now 6-3 overall. At Bogle Stadium, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Staying in the River Ridge, Patrick Henry Patriots visiting the Pulaski County Cougars down at Dobson Stadium. First quarter action, PH trailing this ball game 7-0, and Josiah Beasley going to the air. A lot of air going to Carmelo Taylor. He gets it into the zone. The game is tied at 7. To the second quarter, though, PH with the ball, and they're going to do a little bit of running. How about Jose Kimbrough? He's going to plow his way, taking it to the pay window. 7-on-7 crime. PH will miss a 2-point conversion. They're up 13-7, but Pulaski, they have ground game as well, courtesy of Trevor Burden, a previous Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week. He's going to plow his way in to the zone. 14-13 Cougars, but PH would turn it on in the second half to win big over Pulaski tonight, 56-27. On to the Blue Ridge District as the Stanton River Golden Eagles flying into Colonel Stadium to play the William Fleming Colonels. Senior night for the Colonels as the fall sports seniors were honored in this ball game, but Stanton River had other plans when it came to Fleming senior night. Josiah Kelly takes it in from 12 yards out. The Golden Eagles take a 7-0 lead. More groundwork for Stanton River. The quarterback, Brady Barnes, B-squared, 4-yard score, 14-0 Golden Eagles. But back come the William Fleming Colonels. Malachi Coleman's going to break off something proper. 3 in the program, number 1 in your heart. He's gone. 64 yards to the house. Golden Eagles would have the 14-6 lead after the Fleming missed PAT, but the Colonels, they come back to win over Stanton River 28-27. Another Blue Ridge battle. William Byrd Terriers hosting the Northside Vikings from Bob Patterson Stadium in Benton. Bird quarterback Israel Harrison, he's going to get one to the house. Another former player of the week gets it in from 12 yards out. Terriers winning this one big by 3 scores. Harrison not done. He's going to take the rock, and he's going to go to the outside. He scores on the scramble. Bird goes on to defeat Northside in a shutout, 37-0. Now, before the game tonight, the playing field at Bob Patterson Stadium was dedicated to former longtime head football and boys soccer coach Jeff Highfield. Now, Highfield, between football and boys soccer, he was the Terriers head coach for a combined 1,000 games. So congratulations on a well-deserved honor to Coach Highfield. Coming up on Friday Night Blitz with the highlights, we're going to check out some more action from the Seminole District and a trip to Lowmore for the final home game for the Allegheny Mountaineers. Stick and stay, please.
This is the Home Team Fan Cam, sponsored by Hometown Automotive Service. And now, back to the Blitz. Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
Thank you so much, John, and welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. Everybody, we appreciate your viewership. Now, the Allegheny Mountaineers, they played their final regular season game ever tonight at Mountaineer Field in Lowmore, taking on the Floyd County Buffaloes in Three Rivers District action. At Floyd County, they're a perfect 5-0 ever all time against Allegheny. So let's go back to Lowmore, up to Lowmore. The fireworks are out. Mountaineers leading this one 14-6 at recess. But Allegheny would continue to get the scoring going. Garrett Vi takes it in from the touchdown zone, 21-6 Mountaineers. And then more Garrett Vi. GV, are you with me? Oh, yeah, it's time to get a touchdown. And with that score there, Vi became Allegheny's all-time leading rusher. Allegheny, they shut down Mountaineer Field in a big way, tearing down the goalpost. Gary Boyer would love that. He's from that neck of the woods, kind of, sort of. Anyway, 28-6 over Floyd in that game. Meanwhile, staying in the Three Rivers, a big rivalry game. The Radford Bobcats looking to stay perfect, hosting the Glenver Highlanders. Radford was up 20-10 at the half, so we go to the third quarter, and Brody Doyot for the team here is going to hook up with Gabe Ford. He's going to drive his way into the house. Glenver's lead is cut, or Radford's lead's cut to 20-17 in late in the third quarter. Doyot going to the air, hooking up with guess who? It's Ford. Ford tough, takes it to the house. Glenver takes a 24-20 lead, and the Highlanders, they come back, knocking Radford from the ranks of the unbeatens by the score of 37-34. Meanwhile, on to the Seminole. Brookville Bees hosting the EC Glass Hilltoppers. Glass winning the last 3 in the series. This game was tied at 7, but George White gets it in for the Toppers with that touchdown, making it 14-7. EC Glass wins over Brookville tonight, 23-21. And our final batch of highlights, the Liberty Christian Bulldogs looking to stay perfect, hosting the Amherst County Lancers, 20-0 LCA in the third. The Bulldogs, Gideon Davidson, a former Friday Night Blitz player of the week, takes it down the line. Crazy 8. Touchdown. LCA takes a 27-0 lead. Then more Gideon Davidson. He's going to take it to the outside, cutting through traffic, and he's going to go down the sideline into your living room. That's a touchdown. LCA up 34-0. That's your final there. LCA goes to 9-0 with a 34-0 win over Amherst.
Well, this week's athlete continues to put opposing defenses on notice. Not only did he run for over 185 yards, he also put up 2 touchdowns as well in his team's 42-7 win over Cave Spring last Friday. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Peyton Lewis, running back, Salem High School. We came into the game, we were focused. We knew that there was a plan ahead and we needed to execute that properly. Coach gave us a plan. He told us to stick to our game and execute everything that we needed to do, and we were successful in that. It all starts at the line. I mean, they're the reason why I'm successful. You know, they set the line, they make gaps for me, they make me look good. You know, it all starts at the line, and I trust them that they'll do whatever they need to do, and we're successful through that. I've just been having fun on the field. You know, freshman year, sophomore year, came out, I kept on getting hurt, stayed on the sideline, and I figured one of these years I gotta come out and I gotta play the game that I love, and I can't let it get to my head. So I just focused on what I needed to do, and now I'm having fun with it. When I put Salem across my chest, I just think about all the people before me that were successful and played the football throughout all 15 games when they won the state championships, and I just got to put myself in that position and live up to the standard. Coach Holter, I mean, early on, he was always a family friend, and he's took me under his wing. Treated him like a dad, and he's helped me out in many ways other than football, and I just respect him dearly for that.
Who got you into football?
My dad. I used to watch a bunch of old players back in the day because he wasn't into the new players back then. He was into the old players like Earl Campbell, running back. Man, I love him. He's the dude that really put me on to football. My mom means everything to me. I mean, my mom is there through thick and thin. Whenever I need something done, she's always there to do it for me. And I just live life on her back, and you know, I love her to death. But I love this atmosphere, coming here and playing the sport I love with the people that I love, in front of people that, you know, we love in our city, and we love putting on a show for everybody.
It's time for the Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Tater Benson of MKB Realtors. And now, the Macadit Play of the Night, sponsored by McAdoo's.
Our Macadit Play of the Night coming from the William Fleming Stanton River game. Fleming's Malachi Coleman. Look at the nice moves. He's got wheels, and he's going to take it to the house. 64 yards, helping the Colonels get a comeback win over the Golden Eagles. For your Macadit Play of the Night.
And now, Friday Night Blitz, Unsung Hero, sponsored by the Army National Guard. Always ready, always there.
This week's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero is Norcross athletic trainer Holly Marshall. Now, Marshall was nominated by Norcross head football coach Steven Alexander, who says Holly is such an important addition to the Raiders football team as well as the entire athletic program at Norcross. She's extremely knowledgeable and cares deeply about Norcross athletes and has developed a bond with the players to whom she has worked with. She's quiet and unassuming and never seeking the spotlight. So congratulations to Norcross athletic trainer Holly Marshall, this week's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero. Meanwhile, let's look at some highlights last night. It was senior night for the Titans. Hidden Valley taking on Salem at Bogle as the seniors were honored there. Quick highlight action here. How about the Titans? Braden Moore. He is going to do a little work here, and there he is. He's going to drop back to pass. The Salem defense was strong in this ball game. Jonathan Vernon gets the pick, and Salem, they would go on and win that one big last night, 55-3. Meanwhile, more action. Willisfield over Norcross. Congratulations going out to Steven Alexander, the Norcross head football coach, as yesterday he got his 100th win as Norcross with plays from Connor Lang to Jazeel Hart. 7-0 Norcross, and Norcross winning big 51-0 Hargrave as they get his 100th career win. Well, that does it for this edition of Friday Night Blitz. Momentarily, we'll have all the scores and highlights on the board, and we appreciate you watching the show. And that does it for the show. I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night, and have a great weekend.